At Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Desmond King picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Desmond King back deep. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. That's pulled in at the 32. Officially, that'll be marked out. It's just a 28-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is the tight end fan. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find them.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
To
Tyreek Hill,
Touchdown,
83 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Judy. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line. It's a pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Broncos will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Broncos 21. Chiefs 7. Brandon.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
First down, Kansas City.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sincere.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 45. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 29-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And again this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. Their turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Complete to number 10.
Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. KJ Hamler returning it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
3rd and 12.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And out of bounds Inbounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
In the end zone.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Judy, 45 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
The extra point.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he's...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The running back, again, the ball.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, he has to almost take a chance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
41. Chiefs, 26.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6. At the 21-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's King. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. This is the tight end fan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Screen pass to Lindsey. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
17 yards. It's 4th down.
Back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Broncos 48, Chiefs 26. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Broncos 48, Chiefs 32.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. A good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
They are not ready.
He is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos add on. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Broncos 62. Chiefs 32.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go, deep. Let's go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
86.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Hamler now to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it would appear that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 2 at the 39.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 12-yard line.
is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The quick slant caught. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call it?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately,